Sir. I'm overriding our persistent market bottom. The lowest wick will now be $4,226.42. Persistent data adjusted.
Thank you, dear. May I start the show now?
Please listen carefully.
Hello, I am the Ronan Pawn, and welcome to a twitch.tv/Ronan Pawn live stream on twitch.tv/Ronan Pawn. Your only source for being very confused at the beginning of this live stream, because for the first time in a while, for the first time ever with this microphone, I can't hear my own voice in my own headphones, and also the volume that I'm getting through the headphones is well, and I'm blocking the microphone while I'm making adjustments. It's considerably lower than it has been in the past, so there's something going wrong, but apparently not on your end, because I see the meters jumping. So I'm just gonna kick up the volume for myself so I can hear the game a little bit more, and then we're gonna carry on, which this will be fine, because I've been talking very low into the microphone lately, because I could actually hear my own voice, which was nice. Is that why in the green screen is... Hi, everything's going wrong. Welcome to Kerbal Space Program, including that transition. Thanks for that one, OBS. That looked right. Sounds different. So manly. Really? Is so manly much, because it's not... I didn't change anything. Did Windows do an update? Because you know how they like to just fuck everything up for you. No, this is hardware level, the volume that comes out of this mic always loops through the here, and then I have to change banana meters so that I can hear the computer output through here, which I do, but the fact that I'm not hearing my voice back, that ain't right, yo. Do I sound weird? Because I don't... Shoot. Welcome to the show, anybody. It's a creative build day in Kerbal. On Tuesdays and Thursdays, we do career mode. On Sunday, we've been doing creative builds. And for the past 2 Sundays, we've been working on the Satellite of Love. Mystery Science Theater 3000 Satellite of Love. By the way, hello Dramasian, Dendy, Little Magnets, and Pika Pup. As Dramasian suggests, in the not-too-distant future, next Sunday AD... Now is next Sunday, after death. There was a guy named Joel, not too different from you or me. He lived in this frickin' satellite we'd been building for a great fortnight. He did a good job cleaning up the place, but his bosses didn't like him, so they made a ship for him that we're still working on, and we've just, after 2 live streams, managed to come up with, one, a way to make geodesic domes out of pentagons and hexagons, and then, managed to connect it up in a way that looks not unlike the reference photos that we've been using from Google search there. Look at that one, huh? There's a... what, and then I don't, that's a lot of crap at the top of the screen, and then they can't really, because you're, but there you go, huh? And then we go back to ours, and then to theirs, and then to ours, and then to theirs. Huh? We're getting there. We need it to greeble up and look better, but, sounds different. To be fair, I'm wearing my Bose headphones tonight, so maybe I'm hearing it better. Really? So did we fix something by breaking everything? Because the mic is... I can't hear my own voice. I can't... What am I gonna do? That's really stressful. Oh. Yes. The pressure is being relieved even as we speak. I put so much effort into my audio quality. It disturbs me to think that without changing anything, my audio quality has been ruined. So, where are we? What are we doing? There are 2 things, 2, directions that we could take this at this point, for today's Sunday thing. Is we need it to be, I don't know, maybe structurally sound in some minor way. That would be a thing we could try and do, which in my mind is... basically coming to this and considering how we're going to get this dog bone of a ship up into space, presuming we would ever place it into space without cheating. Considering how the balls would snap together, and the way that I'm thinking is if we just go into my balls, right in the middle there, and yeah, this all needs to be, it's all a sketch at this point. But my thinking is that these 2 pieces would connect. The 2 domes would connect via a docking port that's somewhere right there in the middle, not where it's flashing green, but where so there'd be a docking port there, and that would snap your balls together. And then I was thinking, because currently this is an odd number. I believe it's 7. No, it's an even number. It's 7 across and 7 across. It's 14 panels total. That makes a nice middle center point where you could attach things together. So I was thinking, what if these docked together here as well? So a bunch of docking ports in order to make this thing structurally sound and give us a way to assemble it in space is one direction we could go. The other direction we could go is greebling the damn thing up so that it looks more like that. Oh god, what did you... Yeah, no, we've clicked on these things before, and it's never... I know, thank you. It's with the... What if you went back, though? What if... Oh, you just open up another tab. Got it. But here, with these images and things... trying to make it, look like our reference photos. And I very much like that one. Gives you a real nice, greebled up look of it. So, yeah. Sounds painful to snap your balls together. I mean, it can be, but for me, no problem. Yeah. I'm concerned with how there's... the way that I'm thinking of it, there's problems. There's many problems. Because it's kind of like, we need to handle one thing before the other, and I'm not sure which to handle. The issue being, if we start greebling it up, each of this splits apart into a quarter of the ship right now, We break it all apart and make whatever functional changes need to be made to all of the pieces that snap together so that those things are the same for every single piece. If I start greebling this sumbitch up, and we're not ready for that stage, then it's everything needs to be ripped back apart. We need to do all of the work over again. Kind of an issue. So, yeah. So I think out of necessity, I'm going to have to turn my attention to how this thing actually, goes together with a mind for how to get it to space, and that's very intimidating right now. Because it very much is just a sketch, and it's held together by duct tape and hope and dreams and snot, spit, and just whatever kind of loogies I could up when, well, as we needed it. As when and where we needed it. So what's going on? Why are you one longer? Like, if I got rid of you... Yeah, there's a lot of attachment nodes. Does that F up something on the other side? It does. So that's why you're that long on that point. So if I control Z, and then you're not there anyway, so... Yeah, there's this... What we found out last time is that this is what... These things are what we want to make that interior out of, I think. But that doesn't mean that they're in any way what we're actually going to use at this point in time. Boy, how do we rip this thing apart and then make it so that it's something that can be put back together? You guys you just tell me. I'll just sit here and wait. That's the easiest way to go about it. Hello. By the way. Just clip that around and put the ball over the bit that's missing. And just flip just rotate. That's testicular torsion is nothing to joke about. It's very painful. Can often require surgical procedure in order to peek a pup. Be more sensitive to my balls, please. Just put one giant fairing over the... What are we looking at here? This is what Germasian suggests for getting it up into space. The 39.5 ton thing here. It's not a bad idea, actually. You know, we just build a ship that's big enough to carry, oh, by the way, 881 parts so far. Yeah. Also, the fact that we've built these balls, we didn't build the, oh good, we built these balls without the, with struts. We didn't use struts on the interior of this. We used whatever, it's auto strut on just certain ones all the way around. None on the pentagons apparently, but over here should be an auto strut on some of, there it is, a grandparent part, but just on the one. I did that on all three of them. You game with your gaminess. And what about there? No? Is it there? Is it there? Are you... there it is. That. Singular. Ugh. Maybe one shaft and a pair of balls at a time? Like insides? Like lifting one side up, which would reduce this down to, and it's going to be more, but let's say it's about 20 tons per side to lift it up. And then the balls being as they are, how they are, where they are, when they are, is problematic as well. Oh god, you ripped the balls apart to connect two halves, yeah. Yeah, because that's the other thing, is they gotta like merge like that, which means the balls aren't even ballish anymore when you know, detach them. Which kind of does suggest that we would want to bring up, like, maybe a pair of balls all on their own. A pair of balls all on their own. And then the corridors that go betwixt their twain is one way to try and make this make sense for carting to space. So that would be 4 launches, and the balls are going to be the heaviest thing, carrying 2 balls up, and then these things should be a fair bit lighter. In the middle, because they're just made of fewer parts. But yeah, I'm still very hemming and hawing over here because of the way that we've sketched this up, which is one of these parts, I guess it's the one in the middle right there, has the entire ball half on it. Surely it would have been built in space station construction port and not on the ground. I keep telling people this. My name is not Surely. Quit. It's Pawn. Call me Pawn, damn it. But I mean, the balls is one constructural piece. They'd have to be under a fairing anyway, so they might as well be one piece, but you'd want them, like, with better structure than they're gonna just have and get. And how the hell did I connect this to you, by the way? It was there. Is that you're connected to all of those things? Oy vey. You know what I'm saying? Like, oy vey. Airplane jokes are still funny. Roger, Roger. over. Yeah, the pair of balls, like if I brought them up individually as a ball half, then in the middle of the ball half is going to be this, like, gap. And then if they had to snap together, then we wouldn't get this same spacing that we've set up here, which would potentially be okay, is what it is kind of a deal. But I feel like maybe what makes the most sense, focusing specifically and exclusively on my balls currently. Let's go to Mark 7 before I fuck up everything that we've done before. I feel like what might make the most sense here is to build the balls so that they are connected from the start, from the ground. We fairing over them and bring up a double ball half at a time, like I was saying, but that they do have docking ports, that docking ports are their connecting point. Does that make any sense? It doesn't not make sense. Doesn't it not? No. Oh, good. Well, thank the Lord for that. So if that's the case, I guess what you'd want to look at here, Pawn, is what the fuck would you connect it to? Like, let's imagine that the docking port that I'm going to put between these becomes the root part of each individual ball. So where would that docking port attach to this 1,052 different parts? I mean, if it's gonna be... If it's gonna end up being a single attachment point between the two, but then needing to be, like, strutted a million times to a million different connection points, then maybe we just don't even bother. If they're all gonna go up at once, the two balls are a thing. The balls are